morning to all. I am Dr. Dhundibai Ishwanath, Assistant Professor of Chemistry, Government First Grade College, KR from Bangalore. Today I am going to discuss about 19th session of chemistry and second session of surface chemistry, which belongs to third semester BSc affiliated to Bangalore North University. In this session, I have to discuss about Langmuir's adsorption isotherm, BET equation, and adsorption indicator. These I have to discuss one by one. The main objectives of these sessions are assumptions of Langmuir adsorption isotherm, then derivation of Langmuir adsorption isotherm equation, then BET equation, that is a BET equation, and the adsorption indicators. These are we have to discuss in this session one by one. After completion of this session, you will come to know about what is the theories of Langmuir adsorption isotherm in the form of postulates, and also we will derive an equation uh, about that is a Langmuir adsorption isotherm. Then you will know about BET equation and terms involved in it, and also the meaning of adsorption indicators. These we will get, that is the knowledge. These knowledge you got after the completion of this session. Then before discussing this session, you are already familiar with adsorbate, adsorbent, adsorption, again meaning of isotherms, and skill of plotting the graph. Then you also known about that is the indicator. What is mean by indicator? These you have already known in previous class, or in the lower in the PVC level, or in the previous sessions. Now we have to discuss now actual, that is the topic or actual terms in this session. Now first one is Langmuir adsorption isotherm. A much better a much better relationship was given by Irving Langmuir in 1976. The isotherm is based on the following assumptions, or therefore we say that simply the Langmuir uh, explain his theory adsorption of the isotherm in the form of following postulates. The first postulate goes to each solid surface, means it is a solid surface is usually adsorbent, and adsorbate means it is a gases or liquid in this case in adsorption. Okay, therefore each solid surface adsorbent contains a fixed number of adsorption sites, and these sites are called as active sites also, and each sites can be hold only one molecular or atomic species of the adsorbate. Therefore here on the solid surface, the adsorbent contains fixed number of adsorption sites. They are active sites. They are called as active sites, where the molecules of adsorbate hold together by a chemical bond, or that is a physical bond, that is van der Waals force, and adsorption is takes place. Therefore this postulate, that is the first postulate of this theory. Second postulate, heat of adsorption is same for all the sites. Here the heat, because this adsorption phenomena is a exothermic process. During this process the heat is evolved. Therefore here number of plenty of active sites are will there, and at active sites, that is like a vacant orbitals, vacant sites, then the molecules of the adsorbate are occupied on particular vacant sites, and therefore adsorption phenomena will be takes place. The heat of adsorption is same for all sites, and it is independent of fraction of adsorbent surface covered, means it is independent on how the surface of the solid covered, it is independent. Then goes to third postulate goes to there is no interaction between the molecules or atoms present in the different site, because here plenty of the number of sites will be there, plenty of active sites will be there, and there plenty of that is molecules or atoms absorbed on the surface of the solid, but there is no interaction between, that is, the adsorbed molecules or atoms present in the different sites. This is the third postulate. Then fourth postulate, there exists a dynamic equilibrium between the corresponding adsorption and evaporating or desorption molecules. Therefore, we say that rate of the adsorption is equal to rate of desorption. Now here, the adsorption is the reverse process is called as evaporation. When molecule is absorbed, then that molecule, suppose that species will be heated, then that is evaporation will be takes place. Evaporation is nothing but it is a desorption, means the removal of attached molecule or adsorbed molecule that can be separated. The adsorbate and adsorbent is called, that is the process of evaporation. Evaporation simply the removal of or detachment of, or it will be a removal of adsorbed molecules from the adsorbent. Okay, therefore in this process the dynamic equilibrium is exist. Actually the adsorption and evaporation will be in dynamic equilibrium. Then therefore we say that at certain equilibrium, at certain, that is the stage, the rate of the adsorption is equal to rate of desorption. Now these are the four postulates of Langmuir adsorption isotherms. Now come to, that is the derivation of Langmuir theory, or that is the equation of adsorption. For that, now consider A, that is capital A, be the gas molecule. A here, A be the gas molecule adsorbed on the surface of solid having, that is a surface M. Surface having M be the surface site. Then the A, that is gas, it is should be a adsorbate, and that is a M is the nothing but adsorbent. Then here the adsorption process will be takes place, and it form, that is it is a product, that is a adsorption will be takes place, and it is a equilibrium process, because this is the rate of the forward reaction for adsorption, and this will be a rate of the backward reaction. It is called as a evaporation or desorption. The Ka is nothing but rate of adsorption, and Kd is nothing but it is a constant, that is called as a desorption, equilibrium constant of desorption. And here Ka is nothing but equilibrium constant of adsorption. Then where Ka and Kd are the rate constants of adsorption and desorption respectively. The rate of adsorption is proportional to the pressure of A. Now how much it is a pressure, that will be of A, that adsorption is more, which the partial pressure or pressure of the adsorbate molecule A and the number of vacant sites on the surface, that is what is that, n into 1 minus theta, n into 1 minus theta, where n is the called as the total number of sites present on the adsorbent, and theta is the fraction of surface sites occupied by the gas molecules. Here therefore we say that suppose surface, solid surface adsorbent contains n number of vacant site, but out of n number of vacant orbitals, the few sites will be occupy the gas molecules. Therefore theta will be a fraction of surface sites will be occupied. Therefore the theta is nothing but it is a fraction of surface site equal to number of adsorption sites occupied divided by total number of adsorption sites available. Because suppose we say that is consider a solid having a 100 active sites will be there, adsorption sites will be available, but out of 100 the few, that is 70 or 60 sites will be occupied. Then the fraction of the surface sites occupied, that is theta is given by 70 divided by 100. Therefore simply, thus the rate of the adsorption, the rate of the adsorption can be written as Ka, that is the rate constant of the adsorption, and pressure of the absorbate. Then N is nothing but total number of active sites into 1 minus of fraction, means here 1 is nothing but suppose it is a total, and 1 minus theta means it is occupation. Suppose 1 is taken as a total number of active sites, and out of total 1 molecule, the fraction means 1 divided by something, no, that is theta can be occupied, therefore 1 minus theta will be available. Therefore thus the rate of the adsorption equal to Ka into Pa into N into 1 minus theta. This is called equation number 1. The rate of desorption is proportional to the, we know that rate of the desorption. Now reverse, rate of the desorption is proportional to the number of adsorbed molecules n theta. Therefore desorption is nothing but total, that is product of, it is directly proportional to the product of the number of molecules or number of vacant sites, number of available sites into the number of sites occupied. That is called as it is a product, and that is called as a desorption. Therefore that is can be written as, thus the rate of desorption equal to the Kd into N into theta. That equation called equation number 2. At equilibrium, we know that rate of the adsorption equal to rate of desorption. Then substitute the values of rate of adsorption and rate of desorption from equation number 1 and 2. Then you will get that is the Ka into Pa into N into 1 minus theta equal to Kd into N into theta. This is called number equation number 3. Then you have to make that is cancel. How it is takes place? Here N and this N get cancelled. Then here Ka divided by Kd. Suppose we say that is a transfer this side. Therefore we will get that is a Ka divided by Kd, because Ka and Kd are the constant. One constant is divided by another constant, it becomes a another constant. You will get that is a another constant, and therefore it is kept as a, it can be represented as the K. And this is the Pa remains as it is. N is cancelled, therefore 1 minus theta will be there equal to theta. It is a call equation number 4, where I told that is a because after that is a transferring, we will get that is Ka divided by Kd, and for that Ka divided by Kd we will get that is a, I write K here. This is the K is the another constant. Then this equation can be written as, how it is can be written as, just transfer this side, just 1 minus theta, then you have to transfer to this side, that is theta, left side, and you have to transfer K into Pa, the right side. Therefore we will get that is a rearrangement of that is the equation 4. We will get that is 1 minus theta divided by theta equal to 1 divided by K into Pa. That is called equation number 5. Then again we have to make that is separation. If this is the theta is the LCM, therefore we can write that is a 1 by theta minus theta by theta, means theta by theta means get cancelled, therefore it will become 1, therefore equal to 1 divided by K into Pa. Then further we have to transfer that value, this value, that is 1 value, that side, what happened here. Therefore we can write 1 divided by theta is equal to 1 plus 1 divided by Kpa plus 1. Then again take the LCM of this, we can write that is a K into Pa is the LCM, therefore 1 plus Kpa divided by Kpa is the, this is the value. Therefore then you have to make that is a reciprocal to this equation. A reciprocal to this equation means, therefore theta will becomes that is from that is the numerator to, that is the denominator to numerator value, therefore theta, and therefore this will be a reverse, that is Kpa divided by 1 plus Kpa. This is called equation number 6. This equation number 6 is called that is a Langmuir adsorption isotherms equation, and this having a there are two significance terms involved in this equation, and let we consider that is one by one. Consider this equation number 6. First case, that is first significance goes to, that is case number 1, because the theta, that is surface sides will be a covering, no, the fraction of the surface sides covered, that is depends on the pressure also, and constant, that is the equilibrium constant, that will be here, no, therefore it depends on the pressure of that is adsorbate. Therefore there are two cases will be there. Case 1, at low pressure, what happen? At very low pressure, then product of the here in a denominator, no, in denominator 1 plus kPa. The suppose Pa is a very small value, then it can be neglected compared to 1. It is a small value compared to 1. Therefore very low pressure, the kPa product is very less, very small compared to 1. Therefore this value will be a kPa is neglected. So that we can write, neglecting this means the equation number 6 becomes theta is equal to kPa divided by 1, means it is equal to theta is equal to k into Pa. And this can be written as also, we can be write as kPa. Therefore suppose we are removing, that is a proportionality constant. Actually this is the proportionality constant. Theta is equal to that is the partial pressure of adsorbate A to the power of 1. And from this equation, from equation number 7, we can say that is the order of the reaction is nothing but 1. What is mean by order? The sum of the power of the terms found in the experimental rate determined equation is called 1, that is the order of the reaction 1. That is the sum of the powers of the concentration term found in the experimental rate equation is called, that is order of the reaction. Here this is the, actually here theta is equal to k into Pa. This can be written as this theta is proportional to, that is the only, this is the k is not should be there, it should not be there here, only that is the theta is equal to, that is the theta is proportional to the concentration of the equilibrium, the concentration of the partial pressure of that is gas molecule A to the power 1. Therefore from this equation we can say that is order is 1. Therefore at very low pressure the order of the reaction is 1. That is, we say that the fraction of the surface covered is directly proportional to the partial pressure of the gas molecule, directly proportional. Here the theta is nothing but, we say that fraction of the surface covered is directly proportional to the partial pressure of the gas molecules. This is the case 1. Another significance or that is significance 2, or that is case number 2. It is the case number, actually case 2. At high pressure, what happen? The k the product of equilibrium constant and partial pressure of the gas is much greater than, that is 1. Therefore 1 will be a neglect here, and that k into Pa is substitute. Therefore we will get, that is, so that in equation 6 this will be neglected. Here at high pressure the 1 plus, that is 1 plus is neglected. Therefore theta equal to kPa divided by kPa. Then kPa and the kPa get cancelled, then we will get, that is a 1. Okay, therefore theta equal to 1, and this can be written as, that is directly proportional to that is a molar, that is a proportional to, that is a molar concentration of the partial pressure of A to the power of 0. And this is the experimental equation, and from this equation we can say that is order of the reaction is 0, because sum of the powers of the concentration term found in the experimental rate equation is 0 here. Therefore order of the reaction is 0. Therefore, the entire surface gets covered by a monomolecular layer of the gas. Therefore, the reaction of therefore the rate of the reaction is independent on the pressure. At high pressure, the complete monolayer will be covered and therefore independent on the pressure. Therefore, how it is said that is when adsorption will be takes place, then monolayer, the single molecules occupy on all sides. Therefore, then after that is the pressure is increases. The most pressure will be increases by the of gas molecules. Then there is a no adsorption will be takes place. Therefore, the rate of the adsorption is independent on the high pressure. From equation number 7 and 8, we can conclude that theta equal to K into molar concentration of partial pressure of A to the power of n. Here n is lies between 0 and 1, means the order of the reaction should be a between, that is either it may be 0 or 1, depends on the pressure, and that can be explained in the form of graph. Now here we can say that is a plotting, that is a surface covered and pressure. This is the, we will get that is a curve like this, and here this value at very low, that is will be theta will be a kp, and it is the first order, and at higher pressure at theta surface will be a theta is equal to over kp divided by 1 plus kp, and this will be a takes place, means at a lower pressure theta is first order, and higher pressure the theta will be a 0, means that is order of the reaction will be a 0 order, and that will be a constant to, that is kp plus 1 plus kp. This will be takes place. Now come to that is the limitations of this theory. This theory fails to explain the monolayer adsorption at high pressure. This theory is explain the monolayer of the adsorption at low pressure satisfactorily, but it deviates or it fails to explain that is a monolayer adsorption at high pressure. Second demerits or second limitations of this theory is this theory fails to explain multi-layer adsorption at low pressure. Multi-layer adsorption at low pressure. These are the two limitations of adsorption, the Langmuir adsorption isotherm. Now coming to that is Brunner, Emmett and Taylor. It is also called as a BET adsorption isotherm equation. BET equation, or what is the stand for BET? BET, BET adsorption isotherm means the Brunner, Emmett and Taylor. That is a BET adsorption isotherm equation. Now it is a empirical formula. Here only for your syllabus only empirical formula will be there. There is no derivation. How it's got, you need not necessary to calculate, or you need not necessary to derive. Therefore, Brunner, Emmett and Taylor extended the Langmuir adsorption model and derived a following equation for multi-layer adsorption. This equation is considered as a multi-layer because Langmuir failed to explain that is a multi-layer adsorption. No, that can be explained by BET equation. Here is given that is a P divided by V into P naught minus P equal to 1 divided by Vm into C plus C minus 1 into P divided by Vm into C into P naught, where this equation is called as a Brunner, Emmett and Taylor equation, where V is nothing but volume of the gas absorbed at pressure P. Here V is nothing but volume and P is the pressure, at T is nothing but temperature. Then P naught is the saturated vapor pressure of the adsorbent. Saturated means suppose we are passing the gas through the solutions or through a surface till there is a further adsorption is not takes place. Initially, adsorption process will be takes place as we are passing the gas at high pressure, then we say that is a we say that that is adsorption. Therefore, as the pressure increases, the adsorption will be increases. But at certain after certain pressure, there is no further adsorption will be takes place, and that is called as P naught. Then Vm is nothing but volume of the gas. It is reduced to the standard temperature and pressure. That is reduced to standard temperature and pressure. It is also called as a molar volume. No, when the surface is covered with mono or unimolecular layer. C is the constant depending on the nature of the gas. C is nothing but constant. It is depending on the nature of the gas. Therefore, C is approximately e to the power of E1 minus E2 divided by RT. Here, E1 is nothing but heat of adsorption of the first layer, and E2 is the heat of liquefaction of the gas. These are the terms involved in this equation. Now coming to that is a verification of a BET equation. How it is verified? Now here the BET equation is nothing but P divided by V into P naught minus P equal to 1 divided by Vm into C plus C minus 1 into P divided by Vm into C into P naught. A graph is plotted, that is a P divided by V into P naught minus P against P divided by P naught. It should be a given that is a straight line with slope equal to C minus 1 divided by Vm into C, and intercept will be a get that is a 1 divided by VMC. Therefore, this is the straight line curve. After that is plotting P divided by V into P naught minus P. This is on y-axis, and P divided by P naught is nothing but x-axis. Then it is a straight line curve will be there, and it intercept at y-axis. It cannot be passes through the origin, and this interception will be there. No, this value gives that is a 1 divided by Vm into C. It is a constant value 1 divided by Vm into C. And the slope of the curve, it can be written as that is actually A, B, C we are written. No, therefore we can write that is a slope is equal to dy by dx, means it should be a that is AC. It should be here, that is it became say AB. No, it should be a AC divided by BC. Therefore, that is we say that is a change in y-axis means AC divided by AB. Here in this we are seeing here AB, but AB should not be there, but it should be AC divided by BC, and that will be gives that is a C minus 1 divided by VMC. And hence the Vm and C can be calculated from the slope as well as this is the intercept. Now coming to that is another concept, adsorption indicator. An indicator used in the solution to detect the indicator, which is the indicate the end point of the reaction, usually or completion of the reaction. How it is indicate, how it is appear, that is called as a indicator. And here the adsorption indicator will be there. What it is meaning that an indicator used in the solution to detect slightly excess of a substance or ions or precipitate becomes colored when the indicator is absorbed. Here, when we are adding a solution to the reaction, then the excess of the precipitation will be takes place, or slightly excess of the substance or ions will be produces, or precipitate becomes a color of the that is color, and this indicate as a adsorption indicator. And the example for this is called as a fluorescein. Fluorescein is the best example for adsorption indicator. That's simple. An indicator used in the solution to detect slight excess of a substance or ions. By precipitate becomes colored. The precipitate becomes a color by adding an indicator, because precipitate absorb the indicator and it becomes a color. When it is the ions will be excess, actually they are excess, then will be a get that is a color and it indicate as a end point of the reaction. And the fluorescein is the example for this. Now here example further we say that the yellow dye fluorescein is a common example and which is used for this reaction. Which reaction we have to take here? Sodium chloride in aqueous state, aqueous solution, aqueous solution of sodium chloride plus AgNO3, aqueous solution of silver nitrate. We are adding with each other. Then it produces what is that? Silver chloride as a solid. It is a precipitate will be a takes place, and then plus it will be a sodium nitrate. It remains in the water or in the liquid state. As silver nitrate, usually silver nitrate solution is added. Silver nitrate is added this to this. The sodium chloride is that is a precipitate as long as chloride ions are in excess. If the chloride ions are excess and they absorb on the precipitate particles and it appear as a color, and this is due to this adsorption, and therefore it is called as adsorption indicators. Then coming to that is a surface film on the liquid, different types. The surface film on liquids, they are different types. How they are different types? The long chain water insoluble compound spread spontaneously on the water surface, giving rise to surface film. How it is formed? The surface film is the long chain water insoluble compound, usually long chain. It is aliphatic, you say that is like a aliphatic compounds, long chain compound. They are insoluble in water. They insoluble in water on which water surface, no, it is spread. Usually they occupy spread uniformly. That is called as a giving rise to surface film. This film is found to be one molecule thick and is called that is a spread monolayer. Both solid and liquid can form spread monolayer, but the rate of the spreading of the liquid is more than that of solid. Now here what happened here? The long chain water insoluble compound spread spontaneously on the water surface. Water surface. Suppose you take that is a liquid. Liquid, it having a long chain, you have to add on the water that can be float on that is surface of the water, and that indicate as a layer will be formed, a film will be formed. It is called as it is usually that is a monolayer. Monolayer will be formed. The both solid and liquid can be formed a monolayer, means a monolayer, and the spreading rate will be different on the solid. There are different types of the surface films on liquids are there. One is stearic acid, that is the formula is nothing but long chain, means CH3, CH2, 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 that is a CH3. After you have to write CH2 16 times, then you have to write last end COH, that is called as a stearic acid, and it is that is a fatty acid. It is also called as a fatty acid. Long chain aliphatic monocarboxylic acid called that is a fatty acids, and example for best is nothing but stearic acid. Stearic acid is the fatty acid, and this compound has a ability to form a monolayer, and which is usually insoluble in water. When it is added to the water, a film pair, that is a surface film will be formed on the surface of the water, and this is called as a surface film on liquids. Or we can it can be also take as, suppose stearic acid will be there, then you have to add water on that small, that is the quantity of the water will be added, then a surface on the thin surface, film will be a appear on the surface of stearic acid, and this is called as that is a film on the liquids. Second one is Laryl alcohol. Laryl alcohol, it is again, it is aliphatic alcohol. It is that is monohydric alcohol, it is a long chain, that is a CH3, then CH2 taken 11 times, means CH2, 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 you have to write 11 times, and last endly you have to write OH, therefore it is called as a monohydric alcohol, long chain monohydric alcohol. It has a ability, it is insoluble in water, but it readily form, that is a film with water. And another one is, that is third category, that is the third type of this surface film liquid is nothing but ethyl palmitate, that is CH3, then CH2 taken 12 times, then COO C2H5, that is a ethyl acetate, that is a long chain, that is a ester of long chain carboxylic acid, no, long chain, that is palmitic acid, it is undergo esterification using a ethyl alcohol, then you will get, that is this compound, and this is the insoluble in water, but it readily form, that is a monolayer on the surface of the water. Therefore we say that is a surface film on liquids, that will be different types. There are three different types of there, and that can be explained here. And the coming to that is the applications of adsorption now here. After that is knowing, this is the coming to that, what are the applications of adsorption. Adsorption finds extensive application in industries as well as in the research field. The first goes to gas masks used by the miners contain activated charcoal which adsorbs toxic gases and allows only pure air to pass through. Therefore, while in mining, no, the mining, the gold mine factory, whatever may be there, the so many dust particles will be there. That can be, we are inhaling, no, that dust particle will be goes along with oxygen in the process of respiration, and the lungs cancer will be chances for formation of lungs cancer. To avoid that one, a mask will be, gas mask will be used to prevent, that is a dust particle. Therefore the in the during gas mask, no, the dust particle will be absorbed by that gas molecule by using a charcoal, activated charcoal it contains, and they absorb and they remain, and pure water, that is pure oxygen will be goes into the lungs, and that is a respiration will be takes place. Therefore this is the first advantage. Second one is animal charcoal is used to absorb the colored matter in the manufacture of cane sugar. Here charcoal, animal charcoal is nothing but it's a fine powder charcoal which is used to absorb the colored material. We will also, that is a charcoal, no, charcoal means coal, coal, no, some peoples are in that is a village, no, the even though today also the some peoples are they making the clean the teeth by using a coal only, because rubbing the coal powder against the teeth, that can be removed, that is a that is a colored materials like yellow, whatever may be. Therefore we say that is the animal charcoal which is used to, which has absorbed the color materials. Again in the purification of the compounds, we have add the animal charcoal to remove the color particles, and usually it is used in the industry in the form of sugarcane manufacture, in the form of, that is a manufacture of sugarcane, no, in which to remove the colored materials. For that the animal charcoal is used as a adsorbent. Third one is to pressure the vacuum between walls of Dewas flask used for the storage of liquid air or liquid hydrogen. The activated charcoal placed between the walls absorb gases appearing due to the diffusion. Means here the purification of the wall. Therefore the activated of the charcoal, that can be used in this place with the during the vacuum pressure. Then fourth one is adsorption indicators are, that is like a erosin, fluorescein finds much use for, that is analytical chemistry. Therefore adsorption indicators like eosin, fluoresceins, these are the used in the analytical chemistry during the analysis of particular compounds or particular, that is like a earth soil can be analyzed, what are the quantity, what are the metals present in the soil, no, that can be used, no, during the analysis process. The these that is for precipitation indicators are used. The fifth one is aluminum gels and colloidal silica help to remove the moisture and control the humidity in the rooms. Therefore, alumina, that is aluminum gels and colloidal silica used to remove the moisture, and it becomes a control the humidity in the room. Suppose it is fog will be a produces that can be removed by using a alumina gel or colloidal silica. Then again, the sixth one, in ion exchange, the resins used to get, that is a demineralized water also uses for the principle of adsorption. Therefore, demineralization, the removal of that is the minerals from the water, the exchange of that is the resins are used as adsorbent. Then the seventh application is in the softening of hard water by permeate process. Zeolite adsorbs, that is calcium and magnesium ions present in the hard water. The softening means the purification of the water. The hard water contains, that is a calcium carbonate, that is a magnesium carbonate, that is some chlorides, the heavy metals are there, that can be removed by using a that is by adding some, like we are bleaching powder we are adding, or that is potassium we can adding, or we have to supply, that is ion exchange method, or that is the reverse osmotic process, and that water is converted into soft water for drinking purpose, whatever may be. Then eighth application is, it is used in the chromatographic analysis, which is of great importance in the recovery and concentration of the vitamins and other biological substances, depends on the elective adsorption of the number of constituents present in the solution or gas. Therefore, this is the which is used in the these are the adsorbents, no, these are the used in the chromatographic analysis, chromatographic, because here adsorption, no, usually thin layer chromatography means there the silica gel is nothing but adsorbent, then the ions will be passes, and where it is adhere, and the separation of the compounds will be takes place on, that is a thin layer sheet, or that is by using a thin layer chromatographic technique, how many compounds or how many ions or how many different species present in the particular solution, that can be detected by using this adsorption technique. And ninth one is, it is used in the surface active agents. It is used in the surface active agents, find extensive applications in the detergents, paints, lubricants, water proofing, etc. Therefore, due to having a surface active agent means some, that is a some dirt particles are adhere strongly with the cottons or wool, whatever may be, that can be removed by using a adsorbent, that is a detergents, paints, lubricants, waterproofing. These can be in this the adsorbent. So we are discuss in this session so far the assumptions of Langmuir adsorption isotherm, derivation of Langmuir adsorption isotherm equation, then a BET equation and its verification. Then also we have discussed adsorption indicators with an example. Then different types of surface liquids we have already explained. Then lastly we have explained, that is the applications of adsorption. So you have already understood everything. Therefore, I will ask some questions. You have to answer. The first question goes to, adsorbent contains dash number of adsorption sites. First, A option is variable, B option is fixed, C option is B and that is both A and B, and D is none of these. I will give just 10 seconds for you people. You have to answer correct. The B answer is the right option for this question. Therefore, the adsorption contains fixed number of adsorption sites. Therefore, the B option is the right option. Then second question is rate of adsorption is equal to the uh, rate of desorption called A option adsorption, B option equilibrium, C option dynamic equilibrium, and D option is none of these. I will give just 10 seconds for you people. You have to choose the correct answer. The C option is the right option because the rate of the desorption is equal to the rate of adsorption. Therefore, it is during the dynamic equilibrium. Therefore, it is changing position at different position. The equilibrium is exist. Therefore, it is not a simple equilibrium, but it should be a dynamic equilibrium. Hence, the C option is the right answer for this question. Then third question goes to BET theory applicable for A option multimolecular adsorption, B option single molecular layer adsorption, C option double molecular layer adsorption, and D is none of these. I will give just 10 seconds for you people. You have to choose the correct option. The answer for this question is that is A option multimolecular layer adsorption. Okay, this is applicable for only molecular layer adsorption. Then fourth one is silver nitrate solution is added to the sodium chloride solution. Which of the following is precipitates? First one is chloride ions precipitate. Then B option is Na plus ion, then AgCl, then D option none of these. I will give just 10 seconds for you people. The right option for this question is that is C option. AgCl is that is silver chloride is precipitated out. Therefore, C option is the right option for this question. Then last question, that is the fifth question. Which of the following is not an example for surface film on liquid? Which of the following is not an example for surface film on liquid? First one is stearic acid, then second lauryl alcohol, third one is ethyl palmitate, then D option is ethyl alcohol. I will give that is the 10 seconds for you people. You have to select right option. The answer for this question is the D option, that is ethyl alcohol. It is soluble in water, and others are these are the insoluble in liquids or water. Hence, the film will be a form the stearic acid, lauric alcohol, and ethyl palmitate. But ethyl alcohol is soluble. Therefore, the ethyl alcohol is the D option is the right option for this question. And this complete that is this session. And for preparation of this session, I have referred these books. That is Indra. These books I have referred to prepare this session. Thank you.